Okay, we will now start the A Maths lesson. It's it's on trigonometry. So if you recall, actually, if you were to flip to any of your TYS and all that, right, you will see for A Maths paper. Okay, let's say this A Maths paper. Then you see on the second page, right, there'll be a formula sheet. So you're familiar with this one. Now binomial you will learn in Sec 4. Okay, not to worry. Now trigonometry, there's a huge chunk of formulae that's given to you. Alright. Of course, you know this already from E Maths. What we're going to focus on, we have already studied this already, right? Remember? And tested in end of year already. Now we are going to focus on this set of formulae. They are called the addition formula. Later I'll explain why. And later part, after we have finished this addition formula, right, this one, we will go to this. Okay? But it's really a lot to take in. So I'm going to do all these lessons bite size, meaning in small stages. Okay? I will start with this set of formulae. Okay, this set of formulae, they are called addition formula or formulae, plural. Okay, why like that? Why is it called addition formula? So you see, let's say we just look at this one first. Okay, sine A plus B. So let's say sine A plus B. Okay, why is it called addition formula? Because this is like an angle plus another angle. Okay, addition formula. But then you will say, there's a minus here. Okay, this minus, later I'll explain. But what this formula is trying to tell you, right, is if this is sine A plus B, okay, then the formula will be sine A, okay, I write here, sine A cos B plus, okay, if this is plus and this one is plus, very simple to remember, cos A sine B. Okay, so it's really very simple to remember. Sine, okay, has the same sign, right? Same, okay, as same sign, okay. What do I mean? Okay, so if I have sine A plus B, right? Then if this is plus, this will be plus. But if I have sine A minus B, okay, then you see the minus at the bottom, then it will be a minus. That's how you interpret this, okay? So not to worry, if you forget this in the exam, that means you forget this whole set of formulae in the exam, right? You can actually just refer to it on page 2, okay, of your exam booklet. Here, so it is minus, this is minus. It is plus, this is plus. So this is what we call the sign addition formula. Okay? Then you ask me why call addition formula when there's a minus here? Because you know A minus B, we can actually write it as A plus minus B, right? So it's still like addition, still like addition. This is addition, right? So we call it addition formula. Okay, nothing one. Okay, you don't even need to know the name. You just need to know how to use it. Okay, for O-level purpose. Okay, so I believe you know how to use this, right? Now, there are 3 sets. Sine. Remember you learn sine, cosine, and tangent, right? So if it's cos, how? Then you have to follow this formula. This formula. Okay, so I erase. Should I erase? Okay, I don't erase. I leave it here. Okay, then I change color. Blue. Like that. Okay, like that. Okay. So if it is cosine, cosine, the C, right? Change the sign. Change. Okay, change like that. So when you have cosine A plus B, okay, all these are angles, A and B are angles. So when it's plus, right? Oh, you got to change the sign here. Minus, then when it's minus, you change to plus. That's all. Then you cos A, cos B, sine A, sine B. Now, there are many videos on how all these are being derived, this so-called identity or if you want to call it that. Okay, so I will not go through. I will actually it's in the SLS Is it called SSL or SSL? It's SLS, right? SLS, you know the word computer system with lessons there. Okay, I think I shared with you until December. Yeah, so you can still take a look at it on how all this came about. All right. So if it is minus, right? If it's minus, then this will be plus. Uh, Okay, easy okay, then lastly, right? Lastly is the tangent, the one on the tangent. So if it's tangent A plus B, okay, I write here, not enough space here, then it will be tangent A plus. See, very easy, see. This tangent, right? If it's plus, then you follow plus. Tangent of the first one plus tangent of the second one. Then 1 minus. If this is plus, this is minus. If this is minus, this is plus. Okay? If this is plus, this is minus. If this is minus, this is plus. Okay, so that's it. Okay, I hope you can see the pattern. So that's all. Very simple. Okay, then how do we use this to help us solve questions? Okay, so I will now give you a very simple example before we do the questions that are given in your EBP Essential Booster program. Booster. So let's take a look. If I were to give you something like that, then all these will come in useful. Okay, let me just erase this. Or maybe I leave this here. Simple, right? Sine, same. Leave the sign as the same. Cosine, you change the sign. Okay, you learn it this way. Okay, later when we do the R formula, I will tell you why this method that I'm teaching you is useful. Okay, now let's say now you have sine 3a. Okay, now when you have sine 3a, it will be very useful to split the 3a into sine a plus 2a. A plus 2a is 3a, right? So that's where you can use this formula. Okay? Wait. Okay. How to... Yeah, okay. So, sine a plus 2a, okay? This a is like this a lah. This 2a, right, is like this b lor. So very simple. You see, you must follow what I'm telling you now. What is here first? Okay, never mind. We do it this way so that you can remember better. Sine got the same sign, right? So you know it's something plus something. What is this something? Very simple. Sine a, okay? Follow the first one. Then now cos 2a. 2a. Okay? Then now cos is something like reflection. You know your physics, those who learn physics, is like reflection. Cos here, sine here, sine there, right? Okay, so cos, the first one, then you write first. Okay, then sine 2a. That's all. Okay, then you ask me, do this for what? Yeah, okay, good question, very good question. Now you will see that this 2a, right, cos 2a is what we call double angle. Wow. Okay, new thing again. It's what we call a double angle. And the double angle is also or can also be found in your formula sheet. Here. Where? Here. Bolded already. Here. Okay? So you have cos 2a, sine 2a, tangent 2a. And this equals to this. You see? So it's very useful. Then you say, what very useful? Now you may not appreciate later part, then you will see what I mean, okay? Yeah, so this is how you can use it. We can, after this step, we can further break this down into just now the identity that I've shown you. That one is called double angle, okay? Yeah, so this is how you can do it lah. Alright, huh? I think roughly you get the idea. Let us go to the questions, okay, from the textbook. Now, I'm going to do just a few. You see, wow, so many, no? So many. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually not many. 5 only, right? Yeah, okay. Not too bad. 5 only. Okay, so we are doing addition formulae now. Okay, which is 11.3. You're supposed to log into Zoom. Okay, but never mind. We don't log into Zoom. Very dangerous. Okay, we watch video better. Okay, then we are supposed to do this question. Okay, I've already introduced you to the addition formula here. And then I put the formula sheet here for easy reference. Okay, now you're supposed to do this question. You're supposed to do this question, but I have already put all the answers here already. Okay, so let's do 12B first. Okay, 12B. I may just do like 2 questions. Then we stop already. Okay, yeah. So you watch this all these videos faithfully. Okay, slowly learn. Take your time. This holiday. Okay. Now they want you to what you call it? They want you to prove or show that this equals to this. Okay, they will either say prove or show that this whole thing is equals to this. Okay, so normally we say, right, we will do from the left then prove to the right. Okay, so those who want to prove from the right to the left are very difficult. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can go and try lah. Those nothing better to do one. You are very good in maths, right? You can go and try. Okay, try proving from the right to the left. It's harder to prove from right to left than from left to right. Okay, so let's go through this. Okay, you may want to pause the video, okay, to see whether you can do this question or not. Alright, but after that you just watch my solution. Okay, so I'm going to start with the left hand side. LHS means the left hand side of the equation. There are 2 sides of the equation, right? Left hand side and right hand side. We are going to start with the left hand side. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, doesn't this look awfully familiar to you? Sine x plus y. Isn't it found here? Sine A plus B, right? Okay, so you just change the A. Okay, don't think of this as, wow, I got so complicated. No, it's the first one here. Okay, sorry, this one is not. First one here, second one here, like that. Then this book no good. It should be sine cos sine. Okay, so this one no good. Yeah, no good. Okay, this question they're just copying this thing here lah. No big deal one. Okay, so this part I think you understand. If you don't understand how this became this, then something is very wrong, right? It is exactly the same lah. Okay, then sine x plus y is sine x. That means sine of this, sine cos, then cos. This one no good. Let me rewrite for you. Okay, cos, then the first angle x, then sine y. Do it this way. Okay, this book no good. Yeah, no good. Okay, now the next one, as you may notice, is the same. Can use this one again. Okay, so sine of this, cos of this. Then because this is minus, right? This is minus, so this is minus. Just now this is plus, that's why this is plus. Okay, then sine cos, it should be cos sine. It's not wrong to write this, but it's very confusing okay, because it doesn't tally with your given formula. Okay, so sine cos sine. Then the first angle right first, second angle right second, like that, finish. Okay, now then you ask me, like that, then how? Yeah, that's why. Then the bottom do what? The bottom don't do anything. Okay, why don't do anything? Because you see, we are trying to change all the sine, cosine, cosine to tangent, you see. So you leave them there for the time being. maybe later can cancel, you know what I mean? We don't know lah, we see later whether can cancel or not, alright? Okay, then now how? It's sine cos plus cos sine, then times sine cos minus cos. How? Oh, so many things. How? Aiyo, this one is like your last time, you know, when you were still young, then the sky was still blue. Okay, then you did something like that, right? If you get something like that, then what do? You do this what called rainbow, right? So we do the rainbow lah. Okay? Why do the rainbow? Because there's nothing else you can do already. Like that, you see? Oh, so sometimes sometimes it's like, like that how? How to continue? There's nothing to do or nothing else that you can do except to this whole thing, this whole thing is one term, okay? This time this is one term. So you take this time this whole thing. So don't you agree? Sine times sine is sine squared x. Then cos times cos y is cos square y. Yeah, you see? So this times this will give you this. Okay, now next. This times this. Big trouble. Sine x, then what you call that? Cos whatever don't have leh. Don't have. Okay. So they didn't write lah. Okay. Can you see that it's just sine x? Okay, sine x times cos x. You cannot combine them together, right? Cannot combine, just write just write. Sine x, cos x, then right here. Then cos y, sine y. Wow, so complicated. Yes, okay. But don't worry, later they will all disappear. Okay? Now, you have done the rainbow for this to this to this already. They shake hand already. Right? Now this fella's turn, this handwritten one. Okay, now I will take this times this. This times this is cos x sine x. Correct? Like that. Wait, continue, multiply. I got no space here already. Can you see? Aiyo, so blur. Wait, is it very blur, the screen? Okay. This cos times this cos x times this sine x is here. Okay? Then sine y times cos y, sine y cos y. Alright? Can you see that? Wait, let me erase. Wow, very difficult to erase. Okay, erase already. Oh, sine x, cos x, cos y, sine y. It's something like minus 1 plus 1. The same thing, right? That's why it all disappeared. Okay? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, these are all at the numerator. Okay? I got no space. Numerator. Okay? All at the numerator. Okay. Then, this multiply by this already, right? But we haven't taken this multiply by this. Okay, let me erase this. We have done this, correct? We have not done this. Now we are going to do it. Cos x, same, right? So you write as cos square x. Okay? Sine y, same, right? Sine square y. Then plus times minus is a minus. Yeah, then the bottom, don't do anything. Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, are we okay? Now, this effectively is 0. No need to write. No need to write. Not saying no need to write. You must show this working, okay? But the next step, you don't need to write already, so this is the next step, okay? Now, what do we do, is something like, okay, I give you like primary school work, 2x, let's say minus 4 over 2. Don't you agree it is actually like 2x over 2? That's one fraction. Minus 4 over 2. That's another fraction. And then you get x minus 2. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to treat, not say treat, I'm going to take this divided by this. Aiyo, exactly the same. This is exactly the same as this. That's why it's 1, no? Okay, then minus, okay, I erase this. Minus this whole thing. Okay. Minus sine square y over cos square y. I written here, correct? Agree this step to this step is correct, Okay, now I'm going to scroll down. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, can you see that sine, okay, right here, just this part here, okay? Just this part here, I'm going to explain how we get from here to here. Okay, so sine square y cos square x, okay? Okay, is there anything that you can cancel here? Oh, then we see that, hey, sine. Okay, let me change pen, Hey, sine over cosine. What is sine over cosine? Can you still remember? Sine over cosine is tangent. Yeah. Correct? Okay? So this is actually sine. Oh, sorry. This is actually sine square y over cos square y. Correct? Then this one, I write here cos square x over sine square x. So it's actually this times this times this. Now, isn't this tangent squared y? Sorry, minus. I'm just writing this part here, okay? The 1 remains as it is. I'm just trying to explain to you how I get this part here, alright? Agree? So this is minus tangent square y. Oh, that's how I get this. But then now, how did this fella become this? Don't you agree, ladies and gentlemen, that... Okay, you don't have to show so many steps, no need. Immediately from here, right, you can more or less jump to here already. Okay, so don't you agree that it's minus tangent square y divided by sine square x over cos square x? Correct? This divided by this is actually tangent square, then flip. Can you see? Flip, flip this one, right? Like that. So the cos becomes on top, sine below. That's why actually, this is equal to this. This whole thing is equals to this whole thing. And this sine over cosine, isn't it tangent square x? Okay? Proven already. So that's it, lor. Finish. Okay? Ayo, it's already 24 minutes plus. I think I better stop here. Okay? So I've introduced you to addition formula. Addition formula, there are quite a few. Okay? And we're done one question on it. I have shown you how it can be used next time to solve so-called more difficult questions, okay? And how the A can become how the A, right, can become like X lah, this kind of thing. Okay? So I hope you learned something today. I'll continue another session, okay?